statewide emergency for New Jersey until 11:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The National Weather Service has issued a severe coastal flooding warning for the following counties: Cape May, Atlantic, Ocean, Monmouth, Cumberland, and Salem counties in New Jersey. Water has risen roughly 3 feet above sea level, flooding several communities along the Jersey Shore. The cause of this phenomenon is unknown, as there are no known storms or seismic events in the local area. At this time, all residents of the coastal communities of New Jersey should move to higher ground. In addition, all travel to Jersey Shore points should be avoided until further notice. Avoid roads, as many of them are already flooded with seawater. Do not move from your safe place until the all clear is given. Stay safe, and stay dry.
Civil danger warning for the east and west coasts of the United States. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government, in coordination with the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. There have been widespread reports of major flooding along the eastern and western seaboards of the United States. Sea levels are reported to have risen roughly 10 feet, flooding entire coastal communities, as well as inland communities near lakes and rivers. The cause of this phenomenon is unknown, as no major tectonic or weather events have taken place. Therefore, it is assumed that this is a severe tidal anomaly. If you live on the coasts or near any body of water, you are strongly advised to evacuate to higher ground as soon as possible. Avoid using coastal roads, as they may already be submerged underwater. Remain in your safe area until the flooding has stopped, and the all clear has been given. This concludes this message. Stay tuned to local news stations for more information, and stay safe.
This is the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. Today, islands and coastlines all over the world have experienced intense flooding and tidal fluctuations, with sea levels rising 10 feet above normal levels. We can confirm that we have discovered the cause of this phenomenon. The Moon has suddenly been ejected from its orbit, and is on a direct collision course with the Earth. It is expected to strike the Earth's surface in approximately 72 hours. The impact will cause total irreversible destruction to the planet. This unfortunately means that all life on Earth, including humans, will be eradicated. We regret to inform you of this, but unfortunately, it is our reality. This is the end. There is nothing that can be done to reverse the course of history. This is NASA, signing off with our final message to the world, and we thank you for being part of our efforts to explore the final frontier. Farewell.
We interrupt our programming. This is a national emergency. Important instructions will follow. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government, in coordination with the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. This is not a test. Repeat, this is not a test. Please listen carefully to this message, as it pertains to an extremely dangerous and life-threatening situation. The Moon has unexpectedly been knocked out of orbit, and is now on a direct collision course with the Earth. It is entirely unknown what has caused this to happen. The collision is expected to occur within the next 3 days, causing near complete destruction to the planet. Unfortunately, this means that the human race, along with all other life on Earth, will not survive. The effects of the moon's gravitational pull have already begun to be felt around the world, marked by massive global flooding events and intense earthquakes. These effects will only worsen as the moon draws closer. There is nothing that can be done to prevent this catastrophe of global proportions, and there are no shelters that you can take to protect yourself. At this time, you are strongly advised to do anything that brings you comfort and joy during your final days on this earth. Seek comfort in your loved ones, pets, deities, or other factors. Panic is not recommended, though such is inevitable in this dire situation. Do not commit suicide, as that will only foster more distress. This message will now conclude, and will be repeated until no one is left to hear it. May we face the end with strength.
This is the final message from what remains of the United States government. It is with great sadness that we declare that the United States of America has fallen. The effects of the moon's final approach have become too much to bear. The flooded landscapes, constant earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and immense panic have destroyed this country. The federal government can no longer sustain itself, and anarchy is inevitable. The president's whereabouts are unknown, but he is presumed dead. The moon is drawing closer and closer to Earth, and with it, so does our demise. This is the end. We are now in the final hours of life. There is a chance that life may one day return to Earth, but that is unlikely to happen for millions of years. To anyone hearing this message, thank you for being part of the American dream. The men and women who have given their lives for everything this country stands for will never be forgotten. Even in death, the will of the American people will live on forever. This is goodbye. Normal programming will now permanently cease. May you find peace in these final hours, and may God be with you all.